It breaks my heart that I can look into a picture of both of us and not even recognize who those people are anymore. I feel so unmotivated in life. I feel like drained. I think I may be like partially a little bit depressed. Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. What the fuck is wrong with me? I'm so not put together today or ever. Today I wanted to do something fun. That isn't that fun because we're gonna reflect on our past. And it's not gonna be fun because I already know that it's not gonna be fun. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I thought it'd be fun to react to my audio diaries that I have put up on this channel in the past. So if you guys don't know, I did kind of these like year in review short documentaries about my life for the year, compiled in one video, where I recorded a voice memo for random days in the year when I was feeling a certain way, a certain emotion, and I would just voice memo it, save it for the end of the year, put them all together at the end of the year, just make it real fucking emotional. I don't do them anymore, and I didn't do them for all of 2018. Probably have like 1 or 2 voice memos, and there's a reason for that. Although I miss doing them, I do think it's a little bit better that I don't do them. I guess just for 2018, I feel like it was a good year for me to not do it, to not do the voice memos, to not record an audio diary, and I will tell you why after we react to the 2 that I've put up. So let me just pull up my handy dandy computer. The first year that I did this was the end of 2016, and let's just say I had a really rough couple of years before then, and it was a really it was a really life-changing year for me. Every year is for everyone, but this was the year where I actually made a change for myself for once, and I took responsibility for that, and I just basically shared it online. I had this idea in December, and I was like, you know what, I want to do a year in a review video, but make a twist on it and kind of share things that I guess recorded personally online, kind of make it into like a short documentary. I thought I was a filmmaker or something. So I just want to go ahead and get into it. I hope I covered a little bit of ground by telling you a little bit of backstory. This is actually on my vlog channel, but I don't upload on here anymore. I should probably upload a video telling people that, but I mean, I think they would just get it and see that I don't upload on there and that I now upload on here. So let's just go ahead and watch it. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm so scared. Okay, let's just do it. 2 years ago, 18,000 views. Okay, let's go.
No more waiting.
There's an ad.
It's gonna be different.
Get that money, girl. Also, I'm sorry if my voice sounds weird and different. I'm sick, and so is half of the world. I'm stalling, if you can't tell. Here we go.
Wondering and thinking if this is the best thing to do, if this is the right thing to do. I just don't know how to get out of this situation without hurting anybody. I just don't feel the same. I don't feel alright. I don't feel. It hurts. It breaks my heart that I can look into a picture of both of us and not even recognize who those people are anymore, because we've put each other through so much. We both tried as phone because I can't talk to anyone about it because then they're gonna have their biased opinions and it's not the way to live. And I'm 20 years old and I deserve a life that's fulfilling and a life that's full of experiences and full of loving myself and no one else. Okay, so this is June 21st, 2016, 10:20 p.m. uploading a vlog. Just been kind of reminiscing about life. I don't know what that really means. Reminiscing kind of just like me.
I remember that day.
Not even a year ago, but like less than a year ago, like December 2015 when I started vlogging, started uploading my vlogs and all that. And even back then, you know, I just really found a way to be positive about my life. And I was really
Oh my god, my first time recording a vlog. That's so crazy. Because like, obviously I was with someone that was doing vlogs, but like this was my first time recording like my own, like for my own channel. That was such a big step for me because I had recorded clips for like his vlogs, but like that didn't mean anything to me really. That wasn't my channel, that wasn't my video. It just makes a difference because it's now you documenting your own life on your own independently. It was a big independent move for me.
I was very comfortable with my life because in my head I was with someone, you know, and like not just in my head but in general, I was with someone that was my best friend. Bottom line is I can't take away the fact that they hurt me so many times and we both hurt each other so many times and it just wasn't.
That's crazy. I don't even recognize that girl in there. I don't remember like how it was to be her. Like that's just such a different Jess. Jess now, like me now, would never like be in that situation ever again. Obviously because I'm older and I'm wiser a little bit. But it's just so crazy because like, you know when you just like, you know you dated someone but you just can't really picture it again. It's just such a different time of your life. I don't know, it's just a weird time, crazy time.
How our life, either of our lives, should be lived. So what if I'm alone now? I have my friends, which are amazing. I have my family, which is amazing.
Oh,
and
mommy.
myself, which I am growing every single day. And I feel amazing. And I'm happy about myself too. It's not like I hate myself and I have, you know, these good things in my life, but like I actually like who I've become. But I mean, we had some great times, some great fucking times. It had changed too much for me and we had just gone to our different paths, and now I'm living my path and he's living his, and that's okay. My path is going great. I hope his does too. If I do look at my past, I smile at it. I will never ever cry about it. And I'm just so happy.
That's so true. When you know that you shouldn't be with someone, you just know. And that's what gives you like the so much peace. This was such a turning point in my life, like trying to look back and like wish people well. And most people I knew in my life just weren't like that. They were like, him, yeah, that guy, shit like that, which I just didn't want to be. Because when you spend so much time with someone and like get to really know them and love them and like be in a relationship with them, see their vulnerable side, it's just inhumane to just be like, fuck them. You know, you just gotta wish them well and go on with your life, and that will truly give you the peace to move on. Truly, it's crazy. This girl, she's killing it.
I'm legitimately just happy. I want to make a promise to myself that I will always do something that makes me happy every single day, whether it's Oreos or
oh my
taking a
god,
walk or
Angel,
watching the sunset,
so
or,
weird.
I don't know,
James.
talking to someone that makes me happy, vlogging, Snapchatting, taking a picture of myself. I want to definitely take more
I
pictures
remember
of
this
myself,
day. Oh, I love that day. Oh my god. That day that I just showed, like in that clip. I remember I went to Runyon Canyon, the Urban Lights, and all these touristy places in LA, the Griffith Observatory. It was my first time ever going, and I went with friends, and I just hadn't felt so like alive without being in a relationship in such a long time. It was amazing. I had so much fun, and I did it all for myself, and it was a good time.
I was just in a really bad place, but I'm so glad that I'm not there anymore. But where I was mentally, I was not stable enough. So, good job, Jess. Keep going. Don't ever stop. Don't ever quit. Don't ever give up. If you get unmotivated, find that push. Find that fucking push. Why did I start vlogging? And honestly, I don't really think that there's a simple answer to it. There's multiple answers, and I mean, I'm willing to explain.
Okay, sorry. Memory card got full. Been filming too much.
Explain each and every one. But one thing I can say is that vlogging has become my passion, my outlet, something that I've grown to absolutely love. It has just become such a big part of my life that I don't think I will ever quit doing. But the reason I started, what is the reason that I started this whole thing? You know, my past, and I totally, completely understand that. And if it wasn't for that, I don't think I would have ever branched out or got the confidence to get behind or get in front of a camera and film my life and talk to you guys about really anything and everything in my life. Aside from that, I really just felt like I could get somewhere by vlogging, and I could really help some people. When I started vlogging, I wasn't in the best, I guess, state of mind. I wasn't in the best place. I didn't love myself fully as I should have. I wasn't as healthy as I am now, even though I'm still on a health journey. I wasn't happy with what I was doing in my life. I was going to college, and that's what I love. I love being a student, but I was working at a fast food restaurant, and I hated working there. My boss was horrible. Hands down, the worst boss I've ever had.
That is so true. I forgot that I recorded most of these, but my boss, just to give you some context, one day he saw me and my coworker as we were cleaning up talking. We were like talking about like, oh, what are you gonna do for the weekend, or how was your weekend? And he called us back into his office, and he was like, if I see you guys talk one more time out on the floor, I'm going to make your life hell. And we were like, yes, understood. What the fudge? Like, that shit sucked.
I dreaded going into work. I would cry driving to work because I knew that I didn't want to be there. I started vlogging because you can edit it the way you want. You can put music over things and all of that stuff. You can literally make it your own movie. And that's what I've kind of seen it as and used it as. Like, I will have this forever. Alright, so today is September 7th. Eating a burrito.
Right after my birthday.
I was talking with a friend last night, and they were telling me how much I have grown up. And one thing that they use as like an example of me growing up is the way I talk about my father. My parents overall, and how highly I speak of them, and just how respectful I am with them. What is that doing? I guess that really just like hit me. Like why did I change? You know, the way I thought of my father. Okay, nobody knows how to drive today, I guess. I think of my dad as like my best friend. Today, in this day and age, I think he is my best friend ever. Like the best friend I have ever had in life, and the best friend that I probably will ever have in life. And my dad just kind of knew. I think this is what he knew. He knew that if he let me do whatever I wanted and did not force me in any way to do anything, then
At one point, I was gonna learn what's best for me and figure it out on my fucking own. I truly think that's what he knew. He was there for me when no one else was. He's been there for me when no one else is. I went through, you know, a really dark time, and when I came out of it, my dad was right there in open arms. I just loved him so much. I just want to thank him. You know, maybe one day I'll show him this. But I do wish he'd stop fucking drinking beer. He's too old for this shit. This is not only a goodbye to 2016, but a thank you to 2016. If I could really thank a year, I would thank this one. This year has been so weird, crazy, amazing. God, I miss my long hair. Because although 2016 really kicked me in the fucking ass. That's true. I can't wait for it to be over, and that's just because I'm excited for a fresh start, and I'm just excited. I'm going to use it as an excuse to do new things, and I hope you guys do too. I feel so weird right now because I just watched the video and you guys did too, and it just made me want to cry, but I can't, just because I feel like I have no liquids in me because I'm thirsty right now. Yeah. What? It's crazy. Oh man, I can't believe it. Okay. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much, and thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the new year. I guess that's it. Aw, she's cute. I'm gonna go cry now. You made it through another year. Thank you for being here for mine. God, I love that bitch so much. Okay, that by far is my favorite. Like, just my favorite fucking video I've probably ever made. I thought of that video and finished it in one night. It's really not that crazy to make, but I was just so like stoked on it and so excited to put it out and share my story before the new year, so that when the new year happened, I could just start fresh completely. And it was just also putting out a lot of emotions that I had never really shared while I was feeling them in the moment. I had shared them like, oh, I felt this way or this happened, but I never shared what I was actually going through in the moment. And just a lot, like even like the part of my dad, like things are just so different now too, that it makes me really like reflect and think about a lot of things, because that year was really like my fucking year. That was like my prime. Like, I was a student, I was turning 21, and all that, and I was doing YouTube full time, and it was fucking amazing. It was just so much fun. Yeah, it was just a really good year. I had a great year this past year too, but just nothing will compare to that, you know? I kind of want to watch 2017's, so I guess we'll just do that. But this isn't my favorite. So this was me going into 2017. This was at the end. No, 2018. This was at the end of 2017, which was a fucking amazing year too, but also, you know, obviously came with its downs as well. Okay.
February 15th, 2017. I feel so unmotivated in life. I feel like drained because it's my senior year of college and I'm scared out of my mind in what I'm gonna do in life after I graduate. I think I may be like partially a little bit depressed. What does being in love even feel like? It's weird because when you're so young, you feel like you shouldn't be falling in love. I push the thought of having someone out of my mind because it's almost taken over my mind. But I did let go of somebody that was so meaningful
very meaningful to me. No one that I ever meet will ever be like that person that I let go. I wasn't capable of loving them like they needed me to, not knowing what the fuck I want. I don't even know if I'll ever be ready to commit to someone. See, I sound so selfish because I am. Still my biggest struggle. And I don't even want to call it a struggle anymore because that's just what I want. I don't want to commit, and I was trying to fight it here, and I was trying to be like, no, why don't I want to commit? Like, something's wrong with it's just, you're young, honey. Like, what do you expect? You just got out of a long-term relationship. Why would you want to get back in one? Even if the person is perfect, you just have so much work to do. Not even work, just so much to work on. I am scared of losing my independence into this person. I'm scared of losing myself. I'm only 21, and I know I'll probably have many more relationships in my life, but I don't know if they're gonna be good or right. If I would get in a relationship, they would have to be this person times a million. It's like my mind just goes everywhere, and I just want to sleep it off. And I've been trying to sleep for the last 2 hours, and I can't. Okay, so I want to say something, because obviously this is a new year, and yet I'm going through the same things, and I put myself in them. That's why I don't feel like, I feel bad for myself partially, but then I'm also like, you knew what you were doing and you kept doing it, and why? Like, I was in another relationship, healthier than the last one, but still not the one for me, and I was just trying to force something. Both of us were really trying to force something, and it just I don't know, just weird. It's so weird how you can have so many people in your life and feel so alone. I don't know what's wrong with me. Yeah, I was going through a really depressing time, and I don't really remember why. All I remember is that I was in the relationship with a new person, and that person had a lot of anxiety and kind of put it on me and resented me for a lot of things. And so I felt like so emotionally like drained, and it was really getting into the way I worked. I also was not financially going through the best year. That fucked me up mentally, because I was doing what I loved doing, but I was barely making any money, and I had just bought a car, and so I had, you know, this car payment and everything, and I was living with my parents, but just still, it was like really stressful. So I was going through this relationship that was really stressful, and then my job was no longer something that I wanted to do. It was something that I needed to do, and that took away the fun and the whole purpose of it, and it just sucked. It really sucked.
I hate myself right now. I've grown so much, but I'm taking so many steps backwards right now, and I'm not doing it on purpose. It's like I have this force like pushing me backwards, and I'm trying really hard to just keep going. Self-love takes effort, and just letting go, forgiving yourself, forgiving everyone, and letting yourself be happy. I just want to be happy again. I want to love myself again. I don't know where I lost everything, and you have to be vulnerable to be completely, purely happy.
What I mean, I lost everything here, I was talking about, like, I lost all my confidence, I lost all my motivation, I lost all this energy and all this drive for life. I lost it all. It was like I was nothing, and I don't know, I think like also my friend group was kind of falling apart, because there was just a lot of drama and bullshit, and so this perfect life that I had in the end of 2016 was kind of like unraveling. And you know, that's just life. It just comes in waves, and and I just wasn't ready. I was like, no, I finally got my life back, and it's together, and it's fucking perfect. You're telling me that it can't stay this way? What? This was when the whole apocalypse was also happening, so a lot of people were going through this shit.
But I'm gonna figure it out.
It is June 19th today, 2 days after I have graduated college, and I don't even know what to think, what to say, what to feel. It feels like the absolute weirdest feeling in the entire world. You finished your degree. Now you can either do this, or this. What do I do? And I just feel so much pressure. And it's so even harder when you have another option and it's like in your face every day. It was just so good to hear from a good friend today that, like, hey, it's okay to feel this way. Because in my head I was like, why am I feeling like this? This is crazy.
Mm-hmm. Last night was a really hard night.
This was when I was doing the whole meetup thing. I was gonna do like a meetup in collaboration with this couple that I had met, because the girl watched my videos and she was like, hey, my boyfriend works in like marketing or something, and he really wants to set up a meet and greet for you. And it just really was at a point where I just wasn't confident. So imagine setting up an event where you're gonna be the main attraction and people are gonna come for you, and you don't feel like you're worthy, or like you just feel like you ain't shit. And the guy was really like kind of hard on me. He was like, well, what do you want to do at the end of this whole YouTube thing? And I was like, I don't fucking know. Why are you asking me this? And I got really frustrated, and it was just a really like eye-opening kind of slap in the face wake-up call. Like, hey, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and I don't feel okay.
It felt like something that was out of like a dream, more of like a nightmare. I'm a very fearful person. It's challenging myself and the fear of rejection and failure. Everyone has, of course. But I've always been the type to stay at a comfortable situation only because it saves me from facing my fears. Last night I was asked, like, what do you want out of this? What do I want out of basically my life, my career? And I don't know why that scared me so much. I think it's because I've just felt so lost for so long, and I can't even trace back to the moment where I started feeling so lost. And so I've been trying to find myself along with what the hell I want to do.
I remember that
and
day.
That could be so empowering, which it has been, but it can also be scary as fuck. Trust yourself, trust your instincts, and believe in yourself, but also challenge yourself, because you will either overcome it or you'll learn from it. You know, it's hard finding why you're here. Were you just born because? Is there even a meaning of life for everyone?
Yes.
Does everyone find their purpose in life? What time should everyone find their purpose in life? Do some people go about their life and never find their purpose? How do you find your purpose? 2016, I really found myself and took that all into power. And then 2017 happened, and I lost myself again. And it wasn't because of a boy, it was because of myself. Things here and there definitely took a role in me losing myself, but ultimately it was because of me and my self-doubt and me just kind of not refocusing every day. It was me. It wasn't like a breakup where it was like, oh, I feel so liberated, I'm gonna change everything, I feel so free. It was more like, I'm stuck. It was really weird how
bad anxiety kind of hit me this year.
Yeah.
And I definitely think that anxiety is contagious. I do believe that if you are constantly around someone with really bad anxiety
and you are insecure, let me reiterate for her, if you're around someone that has a lot of anxiety and you're easy to be kind of altered because of other people's emotions and moods, then it is contagious. But if you're sure of yourself, there's no way. But I was just easily affected.
Then, you know, just like everything else, just like a sickness, a cold, like negativity. And it's so weird because it just happened in a matter of months. I ultimately wasn't taking the precautions of like reassuring myself so that I didn't get anxiety. I just kind of walked into it blindly. I've truly avoided my anxiety because I know what can trigger my anxiety, and I avoid those things, and that's what is stopping me from living my ultimate purpose in life. Anxiety and depression are monsters. I've really lived a blessed life, and I couldn't even bear to like turn on the camera, or even if I did film something, I would never ever even import it into my computer because I hated it. And I still have anxiety. I still have anxiety about where I am, if I'm making the right decision, that I am in the wrong place at the wrong time. I just want to run back home. Really like think of these things in abstract form where I plan them the fuck out, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. But I need to realize that change is a good thing most of the time. I need to absorb this growth and absorb this change and adapt to it. You don't realize really how much you help yourself by just doing the little things.
Okay, 2017, huh? For those of you who it's your first time listening to my audio diaries, I started audio diaries in 2016 because I was in a relationship where I didn't feel comfortable communicating my feelings, and so I started recording my audio diaries, and it's basically just a diary but in audio form. And I started doing it solely for myself. I didn't even have an idea of like, I'm gonna put this into a video at the end of the year or ever. I was just making them for myself because I just had no one to talk to, so I felt like this was my only outlet, and it really, really helped me a lot. I didn't realize it was going to help anyone else until I made it into a video, and I just thought of this idea literally December 27th of 2016, and I was like, oh my god, I have so many audio diaries that I can literally put this into a video and document it and show people what I went through this year. To this day, I think it's one of my most proud videos because it's just so raw, and I've never been just so upfront and real about my past. And yeah, I'm very proud of myself to where I've gotten, and I have a long way to go. And you know, I'm 22 years old, and I have so much more life to live, and I just encourage you all that if these audio diaries help you, then please start your own. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope that you guys all flourish and achieve so many of your goals this year in 2018. If you guys need anything or want to talk, please email me or DM me, and I will talk to you guys in the new year. Happy New Year's. Everybody be safe tonight, and I hope to meet some of you guys in the new year. I love you, and goodbye. So, now we're done, and I feel weird. Really weird. It just feels like two completely different Jesses. I mean, every year you change, right? So I basically want to talk about why I don't do the audio diaries anymore, and they were basically kind of something to, I honestly didn't think I was gonna keep doing them. That wasn't the plan. The plan was just to share that year. And then in 2017, I was like, hey, well, now let's plan for it. Now let's plan for the end of the year audio diaries of 2017. And it kind of altered my life, and I think I made my life more complicated because of it. I was planning for this like really emotional like end of the year video that I made. I think I did make my life just a lot more depressing than it had to be, or than it was just in general. And when I saw that at the end of 2017, I was like, dude, did you make your life more depressing than it should have been just because you wanted to make a really dope video? And that seems really fucked up, but I think subconsciously I was doing that. So in 2018, when the new year was the new year, I was like, I'm not gonna record any of this shit. I'm just gonna live my life. And I was also going through a different time in my life where I had a full-time job now. I couldn't do YouTube full-time. It was now my side job. And I was actually going through a lot of adjustments and just like, I guess just a lot of change, that I was like, I'm not gonna do that to myself again and make my life worse than it is. When I first started the 2016 audio diaries, my life was literally that way, and just that deep and emotional and just stressful and heartbreaking and life altering, that I wanted every year to kind of be like that. That I was forcing something and pressuring myself to create something that was a facade. And not that my life was fake, not that any of those things weren't real, but I do think I was much harder on myself and kind of, I guess I want to say I sabotaged myself a lot of the time so that I could feel a certain way. And then I was like, okay, well, it's time to record an audio diary, so record it. And I would record it, and at the end I'd be like, wait, all of these are fucking depressing. All of these are bad audio diaries. They're sad. And I was like, don't do that shit anymore. So all of 2018, I didn't record any audio diaries. And now that it's 2019, I want to record them again, but I want to be honest and true. I want to talk about how happy I am and how good my life is and how positive it is now and how positive I am now. And the struggles also, but I don't want to make it just something sad, because we all go through sad shit, but that doesn't mean that should be the only thing that we share. And I think that was what I was doing. I was only sharing the sad shit. So 2019, I already recorded an audio diary a couple nights ago, and I don't know, I'm not gonna go in and think I'm gonna add this at the end. I'm just gonna truly solely do it for myself, like I began to do in 2016. Who knows if I'll create an end of the year video with my audio diaries. I guess it all depends on how it goes, but yeah, I just wanted to share that because I feel like a lot of people really like those videos, those audio diaries really helped them. But I also want to be true about the other side of the audio diaries and say that I was creating a really depressing life when I didn't have to. And we all go through shit and we should all share it, but also I want to make people happy and I don't want to make them sad. And I feel like I was doing that in some of these audio diaries. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. I hope you guys can understand. If you guys do, if you guys agree, disagree, whatever you guys think, leave it in the comments below. I had a lot of fun. Thank you guys for always just being there for me and being there for me through this, because it's weird to go through your old diaries just on the internet and then for the third time reacting to it. If you guys want to watch them on your own, I'll link them down below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I hope you guys have an amazing year. Okay, bye.